November 5th, and we're back in the mountains with blaze orange hats on. I'm pulling out a muzzleloader for the first time in 3 or 4 years. Oh, and the family's here. And Mom's over there.
What's that?
Hooves! Micah and Dad snuck up last night, got a morning hunt in.
Ha-ha!
Woo!
Big 6 here. That's a ring hanger, so that's a point.
So how far was the drag?
Drag was about 1.5 miles from my on-X estimate.
Long drag.
It was a long drag, let me tell you.
Dad saw deer and a buck chasing in another spot. Pretty excited about the next couple days. Cameron will be here this evening too.
Beautiful. Me, Dad, and Kendall headed in.
We're going up. We made it. I see a doe. Nah, not on her. That lead one is a doe, right? He's coming right on their trail. He's walking. You see him? Okay. Might have to take the first shot you get.
Me.
Now he's coming. Take your time, he's coming right at us. You see him? Yeah, he stopped.
Meh.
Might get a shot right here. You got him. He's down. What the heck just happened? Oh my god. Oh my gosh. You've got to be kidding me. Dude, that's a nice buck. Nice 8-pointer. Wait. More deer. Another buck, Kendall. Oh my gosh, dude. I think this one. That one might be bigger. You see him? Yeah. He looks about the same, I think. Yeah. Basket. He's making a scrape right there. I thought I heard a deer up there. Yeah, I thought I did too. Eyes off of this buck. Dude, man, I wish you could kill 2 deer. You could reload right now. I think you literally just tied your safety belt onto the tree. Kendall, I was doing the intro, and I went to film you, and you were like, deer running. And ever since then, I've just been filming. You might want to reload just in case that deer. I mean, I'm pretty sure he's down, but don't want him to get away. Yeah, this deer looks identical, almost. He might be a little bit wider. I didn't get a good look at yours. Yeah, it might be an inch or two, a couple inches wider. About the same time length, I think. Yeah. Let's see what he does when he gets to the buck down there. I'm gonna film this deer. Look at him. Can you see him? He's postured up. There's his antlers. He's pawing the ground again. Wow. Looks big from here. Big and black. Big and black. Well, we weren't able to establish communication with Dad. He's got a low radio battery, and then Mike has phone service, but I guess he doesn't. We're gonna climb down and try to get this deer at least down to the trail before dark. Just saw a bear right down there where we're about to head, so all kinds of craziness going on tonight. Looks like a smaller deer. Can you tell? Yeah, definitely a different buck.
Yeah, looks like 3 points on at least one side.
It's wider. Shorter tined. Dang it, what do we do now? I guess we gotta stay in the stand. Kendall and I, we're trapped. Buck number 3 is making a rub. What's that third buck doing? Did he move off over the hill? I hear a deer behind us, I think. Oh, just a squirrel. Definitely a deer. It's a bobcat. There's a good shot of his antlers. Oh, there's the other buck. What'd you say? Bear is still down there. We can see a bear, a bobcat, and 2 bucks from our stand right now. What the? Oh, there they go. Loser. Darn. There he is.
Alright, recovery. 8 beautiful points.
Beautiful. 8-point buck.
Huge body. I'd say definitely a 3-year-old buck.
placement. Entry. Exit. That's a perfect shot. Broke the shoulder. That shoulder. Didn't go nowhere. Didn't go 20. Didn't go 20. I think we said that other buck was just a little bit bigger, maybe. Yeah, the other one, he definitely had more tine length and a little more spread. I don't know if he was a 3-year-old or not. Probably so. Probably, I'd say. Alright. There goes Dad with the buck. We got another mile or so out.
Found a webs. Oh, he's so pretty. Look at his way he's standing, so tall.
So regal.
He's so regal.
What do you think, Charlotte? Wow, the two brothers. Y'all really pulled it out today.
Oh my goodness, looks like a brother to the other one. Wow.
What is it?
This deer's way bigger than mine is.
The body doesn't look that
difference
much
is that-
difference.
It's way bigger.
The main difference is just the brow tines, I think.
He's a
Big ears.
full 8-point.
These. Mine just has these, and it's not as wide.
Well, that's probably the biggest buck
One
you've now
side's
ever
gotta be
seen,
big.
huh?
Yeah.
In the mountains. Faux show.
Great.
All set. Climbed another mountain, and we are officially on top of this one. We are hunting the apex tonight. Drops off that away, and drops off that away. Well, we decided to give the mountains one last hurrah. Drove up for the day on opening day of gun season. We were here a week ago muzzleloader hunting. First time getting to pull out the beanie cap this year. Finally got some cooler weather. I am hunting up and over the mountain from where Dad and I hunted the last day a week ago. I hunted right on top of the ridge up here and saw a good amount of buck rubs right on top of the ridge. It seemed like bucks were coming from this side, heading up and over. The other side is nice and open with oaks. This side is more scrubby with laurel mixed in pine trees. But it just feels like this is where a buck would be living. Feels secure, where the deer are bedding. And based off the buck sign, and Cameron saw a big buck that was headed our direction and we never saw it. So we think that deer must have come up and over to this side. Mother and cub side of this big toe, right where we left off here. I got excited. I thought it might be a buck chasing a doe over there. I think we got a deer down. Wow. Can't believe how my season has gone in the mountains this year. It's incredible. It's 7:30. Nice 8-pointer, I think. No monster or anything. I think about the same caliber deer as the one I killed. Just couldn't pass him up here. Hiking up on top of this mountain. He came easing off of the top of the ridge, just like I was planning. He's kind of coming down towards me. When I first saw him, I heard him and then saw him. He came off the top right here, and he was kind of walking like this. And I could see the back half of his body in that hole there. So I leaned out and shot. And pretty sure I saw him pile up over here. Ran about 40 or 50 yards. Got to send a 270 bullet on top of the mountain. Opening day. Well, it's 8 o'clock. Been 30 minutes since I shot the deer. I was looking around a minute ago, seeing if there's any rubs on the laurel around me. My eyes locked in on an antler. Got a freaking shed right next to me. Looks like a pretty nice 4-point side shed. And be a nice one this year, boys. Old bladed G2. Clean shed. Tall tines. Alright, I started getting a little nervous because got up here to general area of the shot. Didn't find any blood. Haven't looked long, but, and I'm not 100% sure where he was standing, but just looked up and he's right here piled up 35 yards away. See if I can find him here. Antlers. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, boy. Oh heck yeah. Y'all, what a place to kill a deer. My gosh. Look at this deer. Right. Man, these deer are tanks. Oh yeah. Man, he's already getting stiff. I'll get him a better angle here in a minute, but no, you can't pass that up. At least I can't. Out in the mountains. Beautiful 8-pointer. Alright. There he is. Hit him right in the front of the shoulder. I'm surprised I could actually hit that far forward, because I couldn't even, I could see about from where the bullet is back. I couldn't see his neck or head at all. He's not the shed buck. Mr. Shed Buck, I think, will be a little bigger than this one still, so that's pretty exciting to find some new spots here and be able to zero in on these mountain bucks like we have. His hooves, he's got white tips on his hooves too. Just the size of his foot. That's a big buck track there. That whole leg is broken. So it's 8:30 now. Shot him an hour ago. Gonna take some pictures and hop up to the top of the ridge. Radio Micah and Dad. Let them know the good news.
I just radioed with Dad and Micah and looking around on top of the ridge here a little bit. Pretty much straight above where I hunted this morning. It's a real nice little flat saddle here on top of the ridge. And very fresh scrape. Not much of a scrape, but someone was angry. Ripped that off, and that is fresh. That is red hot fresh. Definitely after the rain. Could have been my buck this morning. Came from this way when I saw him and was headed that way. There's rub. Rub. Older rub from this year. Rub. And one more for good measure. Rub. Alright, I've just come off the saddle. And here's the trail I found. Fresh droppings. Trail goes right down, and I believe this is the trail my buck came on. And looky here. Nice scrape here. Big old branch bitten off. And a fresh track in it. Been scraped after the rain. Quite possibly could have been my buck this morning. Okay, drag update. Packing it all out in one haul. Tree stands on the back. It's all downhill. And we are officially inside of the truck. Okay. We are at the road. Deer's gutted. Look both ways before you drag. Okay, finished product. Not too bad. Nice little display. Gonna head into town down the road, check him in, send a couple pics, and then get into radio service with Dad and Micah.
What is your plan? Going to scout, then you'll make a decision. What, 220?
I'm brainstorming for the evening.
Somewhere, either down at the bottom or over here. Mulling over the afternoon.
Hooves!